Alright everybody, this is Ich.m4v with another video update on the 160 gallon fish only with live rock tank. So I'm going to get straight to it. We have an ick problem, and I'm pretty confident it came off of the bannerfish or the teardrop butterfly. So I at the moment have teardrop and powder brown in this tank. You're not going to be able to see them very well, in quarantine and being treated for ick. But since the bannerfish has shown symptoms of it, I decided that I'm going to quarantine everybody in this 30 gallon tank here. I'm going to break down this tank. So even though they're not showing any signs of ick yet, I'm still going to quarantine the flame angel and the yellow tang and the clowns. The cleaner wrasse, he's going to stay put for now, and the river kids, as I like to refer to them, the yellow-tailed damsels, are going to stay in the tank as well. I have 6 of them, and I think the bannerfish and the other guys are just going to be too much for that 30 gallon tank. I will do regular water changes and I will up the dosage as well, but we'll get to that later. So right now I have, so let me start with the quarantine tank. We have the 30 gallon tank, we have a Marineland Emperor 400, we have a Marineland LED, a double bright LED, and we also have a 2 circulating pumps, and we're also going to be using the air pump and bubble stone in here as well. So for the Marineland, I have 2 of the bio wheels already in the sump. They've been collecting up that good bacteria, and I also have one of the grey, I guess you could say, media containers as well in the sump as well. I'm in 2 minds whether or not to use that or not. The media container holds sea chem matrix right now. I think I'm going to leave it in the tank, to be honest, just for now. So, catching these fish is once again going to require me to take a lot of effort on my behalf. Energy on my behalf. I'm going to try and get as many of them as I can without taking out any rocks, because last time I did that was just a nightmare. I don't want to go through that again. The bannerfish should be relatively easy to catch. In fact, I caught him twice just for fun when I was trying to catch the powder brown and put him into the quarantine tank. Let me just quickly go over the origins of the ick. We had the new fish come in, which was the teardrop and the bannerfish. Everything was good for about 2-3 weeks, and then I introduced the powder brown and the cleaner wrasse. It was a couple days after that that the teardrop butterfly started exhibiting signs of ick. So I immediately quarantined him, hoping that it would have been just 1 fish, and then about a week later the powder brown started exhibiting signs of ick, so I took him out. I guess I was kind of in denial with the situation and how severe it was, and so I just put the 2 of them together in the quarantine tank, and both of them are doing much better now. All the fish are still eating very well. We're only seeing the white sugar specks on them, on their fins and body for now. So it's definitely early days. No issues with breathing, no issues in the gills from what I can tell. So everybody's fine. Energy levels are good, appetite is good, so we've caught it early, so we should be good. If you guys think I should try and catch the river kids or the blue-tailed damsels, let me know. The reason why I call them the river kids is because Just across the street from us is a botanical garden, and in that botanical garden is a very large waterfall, and every weekend this group of local kids tend to monopolize the jumping points into the pool below, and I've seen them get a little bit nasty with people before, and they're actually nasty to me once as well. So as the damsels are kind of ruthless by nature in a way, I decided to call them the river kids. Too many of them to name one by one. I never remember who they are. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to take 30 gallons out of this large tank, put it in the quarantine tank. We're going to break down the 10 gallon or the 5-10 gallon and get rid of that. And we're going to put all the fish in the quarantine tank, and then I'll be going over the medication and showing you the doses that I'll be using and a little bit more detail of the routine that I'll be doing and what we'll be doing with the water parameters as well. So yeah, back in a bit. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. I've taken 30 gallons out of the main display tank and we've put them into the quarantine tank down here. The smaller quarantine tank is gone. I'm going to clean that up later. We have the teardrop and the powder brown in here. And they're doing well. They love their food still, which is a good sign. And we've got the two circulator pumps going as well to get water circulated well in there. I've treated with cupramine, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I guess it depends on which side of the Atlantic you're on. But it says to do 16 drops per 10.5 gallons. So I did 50 drops for the 30 gallon, and we then repeat that dosage 48 hours later. So I don't see any mention of what needs to be done after the second 48-hour stage, or if we just have to repeat it every 48 hours. And it doesn't give any recommended amount of time either, so I'll research that a little bit more. So now we have the challenge of catching the fish. So we're going to try and get the flame angel, the tang, the bannerfish, and the 2 angelfish. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I am mentally prepared for having to take some of the live rock out to get to them if I have to. But I'm really hoping it won't come to that. So yeah, we'll check back in a minute. Okay, so here we are. We got the bannerfish okay, we got the clowns okay, but the flame angel, the yellow tang, and the river kids, the blue damsels, were just too much. So we took out about 3/4 of the live rock. I thought we were quite efficient with it. Some may disagree, but yeah, we got everybody out of the tank, and here is the quarantine tank. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of fish for a 30 gallon, but it will be worth it in the long run, for sure. And there they all are. Powder brown looks really nice, even if he is in a quarantine tank. So I'll probably be doing water changes every other day, just to do my absolute best to keep the water in as pristine condition as possible. For right now, we are going to get all the live rock in. I'm not going to arrange it in any specific way, I'm just going to dump it all back in again. I'm going to let the crabs and the snails do their thing. I will throw in a little bit of food now and again, but not very much. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll come back once everything's done. Okay, so here we are, all finished. Live rock is in the tank. No fish, just the invertebrates and the snails. took a long time, took about 2 hours. We have a very unhappy camper. She helped me a lot. Fish are doing well. We gave them some dinner. And they all ate it up straight away. So I'm going to repeat the dosage of the 50 drops, the Ich medication that we're using. I'm going to do a little bit more research on that. But hopefully next time, next video you see, these guys will be back in their tank again. I don't have any PVC piping or anything that I can put in here really for them to be hiding in and stuff, so if you think it's a good idea then let me know, but I think we're just gonna leave it like this for a week, see how they do, and then we'll put them in the tank after a week. So yeah, that's it. Any questions, comments or any suggestions will be greatly appreciated. Thank you.